So we said we were going to give you an update on the Transformers Flame Toys model kits as they happen. And well, let's just say Flame Toys and Furai Model did a huge info dump and image dump today on their socials, as well as pre-orders dropping, prices, and everything that's going on with this beautiful Transformers animated goodness. So we're going to jump into it like we always do here on the Transformers Slag podcast and give you all the information. So let's start with the first one here. So it's going to be two separate releases. We assumed that it was going to be one release, but there's actually two separate releases. There's a reason for this, and it actually kind of makes sense when you think about it. We'll get into that in a moment. So we have the 43rd Furai model kit release in that of standard animated Optimus Prime. It's going to be 40 points of articulation made out of ABS and POM plastic, the ABS for the body, the POM for more of the flexible areas, and the articulation. All molded in color, no paint, no glue required, ready to go, very easy to put together these kits. What is he going to come with this standard version? It's going to come with his Ion Axe, a regular face, a battle mask face that you could swap out, a pair of axe holding hands left and right, a pair of closed fists left and right, and a pair of open hands left and right for expressiveness. It's going to be 160 millimeters, which comes to about 6.2 inches, and has a release date for April of 2026 next year. Now, pre-orders are up right now across all the different platforms, be it Western websites or Japanese websites. The pre-order price right now for most people should be $45 USD. So pretty much if you bought a Voyager class plus taxes in most areas. But there is some special pre-order prices. If you pre-order now at $41 USD, but it depends on the retailer that you order from. So keep an eye out for that. Now, there's also going to be a animated Wingblade version that's different from the standard version. The reason why they did this is because probably people are going to want to have both modes in display, because the Wingblade version is pretty cool, but you also want to have the classic, regular version on display. So instead of making people buy two Wingblade versions and having all this extra stuff that they're not going to use, it's better to give them the opportunity to buy both, one with and one without. So the 44th release for Furai model kits, the animated Wingblade Optimus Prime, also 40 points of articulation, ABS and POM plastic, same old story with that. But you get a whole bunch of new stuff with this one here. You get the two wing pieces with the jetpacks attached to it, the two arm guard armor pieces, the two shoulder cannons, the Magnus axe, the Ion Axe, the regular battle mask, and then, of course, the regular face. You get, of course, like the other one, the pair of axe-holding hands, the pair of closed fists, and the pair of expressive open hands. But you also get an extra set, and this is for the Wingblade hands, because the battle hands for those are sculpted. They're a little larger. They have different paint deco on them. So the Wingblade style hands, you get a pair of hammer-holding hands, a pair of axe-holding hands, a pair of closed hands, and a pair of open hands. So you got a whole bunch of those too, a whole bunch of extra accessories. This one's also going to be 160 millimeters tall, or 6.2 inches, because let's be real, all of that armor and stuff doesn't really add to the height of Optimus. It's more the width and the bulkiness of him, and also has a release date of April 2026. The price on this one is going to be $55 USD, but there is going to be special pre-order prices with different retailers for $51 USD. So look for that. Now, there's a few questions we got here, and we're going to answer them. So how will this scale with your animated collection that you might have already? Because let's be real, a lot of people couldn't get the Wingblade Optimus Prime back in the day. It kind of goes for crazy money today. So how much would this cost you? We already know, but will it fit in your collection if you do get it as a replacement? So the original 2008 Voyager class Optimus Prime was about 7.5 inches tall, and this one's going to be 6.2 inches. So while it is smaller, and of course the Wingblade mode doesn't add to the height or anything, some might argue that this might actually be more in scale and accurate than the original animated 2008 figure. Primarily when you look at the Autobots and how they scaled to Optimus, or more importantly, how Optimus scaled with, say, Decepticons, because the original Voyager Optimus was forced into the Voyager price point to kind of be a companion piece to Megatron in that Voyager price point. And when you see how he scales with them, it does look a little weird. Animated kind of always had a little bit of that issue with some of the larger characters where they kind of didn't fit in with the Decepticons and stuff like that. Probably Lugnut being the biggest problem with that. But this one here, because it's now 6.2 inches, might fit in better with your Autobot display and, more importantly, scale better with the larger Decepticon leader classes and Voyagers that we got before that. So obviously, you know, with a few exceptions with Decepticons in the animated canon, most of them are large characters. So this works out well. The 6.2 inches will probably fit in better when it's all said and done. Giggity. Time will tell. When we get these in hand, then we can compare it with our other figures in person and see how it fits in and stuff. And man, I just hope we get more animated characters when this is all said and done. Which would you like to see, though? Which animated characters should be done next in this style? Because, man, this looks amazing. This looks incredible how well these turned out. And just, I mean, from every angle, and just it looks incredible how, like, the Derek Wyatt designs are just popping in real life in 3D for the first time. The business side of me says we should obviously get like Bumblebee, Prowl, Megatron, Starscream. Those should be like the next 4 that should really happen, if anything. But if you ask for my own personal opinion, which is not usually the best business side of things, but my own personal selfish opinion, I'd like to see obviously a Rodimus Prime, RC, Black Arachnia, maybe even a proper scale and shaped Sentinel Prime. That would have been really cool to see. So those are kind of the 4 I would like to see. All I know is I wish Derek could have seen all of this. Man, he would have flipped out. He would have flipped out if he saw all of this. But let me know what you think. Who would you like to see next done in this Furai model animated style of stuff? This is super cool. Pre-ordering these day one, much like I did with some of their others. Very, very cool. Let me know what you think about all of this. And thanks again for listening to the Transformer Slag podcast and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed and updated now on our beautiful robot hobby. We still got more news to talk about this week, and I'll talk to you in the near future.